Hello everyone, and welcome to Linda's Zoo Plants for You. Today I'm going to bring you a short video with some updates on some plants that we talked about in the past and just give you an update on how they're doing today. The first one is my zebra plant, well, my hubby's zebra plant. He's the one that grabbed this when we were at a greenhouse about a year ago, and it was doing real good, and then I went to try to propagate it and I almost killed it. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it be for now. She's growing very fast. Almost every day I notice new growth coming up through the middle here and down here. You can see those tiny little leaves there. So she's growing very, very well. And this one was a brand new shoot that came up all on her own. So we're going to just wait and see what happens with that one. And then I want to just move over to my piggyback. Those of you that follow me know that I bought this not too long ago in a little 3 or 4 inch pot, and look at how much she's grown already. She is a very, very fast grower. Soon I will be taking a cutting for my daughter because she wants some of this. But you can see how the babies come out of the leaves here, hence the name piggyback. And she's doing very well. I apologize for my coughing, folks. I'm having some issues today with my breathing, but I wanted to get this done. I wanted to show you what's going on here. Look at this one. Look at all the babies coming off that one leaf. That is amazing. And another one I wanted to show you is, well, let's shoot up here to my Adonsonii. I repotted her about 2 weeks ago into this clay pot, and I put her on that trellis, and she didn't act up right away. She was doing fine. But after I watered her the other day, I noticed some browning on the leaves, which I don't know why, but that happens to me with this plant. I think it's because I let her get too dry. I'm still trying to work out the care of this one, but she is doing good. Nothing to, worry about right now. And she does have a new shoot coming out the top, so that one's doing great too. This one, my variegated curly lipstick plant. And most of you know I have a big, huge one in a big hanging basket, and she's been struggling ever since I got thrips, and I don't believe I'm out of the woods with her yet. So what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to treat her one more time and give it a day or two, and then I'm going to cut her up and plant her like I did these. Now these were, the first cuttings I took, I think were too long, so I made shorter ones, and look at all the new growth. I mean, very healthy, very sturdy leaves, lots of color, and check this out. I've got lipsticks, and this is on a cutting. So she is doing just great. So I have decided I'm going to cut up the rest of it, put them in smaller pots, and then eventually I will put them all back together for one big plant. Okay. And this plant was from my sister. It was a Mother's Day gift a year ago, and it came in one of those jars. It was a tall, slender jar with a floral foam on the bottom and water, and I have a video of me rescuing it from that. I knew it had to come out eventually, and it did. Took me a while to separate the roots from that foam, but I did get it out, and look at her now. She's got new growth, and it's a very dark leathery green. I hope you can see that color. And I have more new growth in the pot. That's a whole new stem right there, and another one starting. So she too is doing very, very well. Okay. And here we are looking at my philodendron Micans. She too is growing like a weed. I've got a lot of new growth on her. Her color is absolutely gorgeous. It was even redder when I had her in a southern window, but she was drying out way too quick, and I was worried that as summer approached she was going to end up with burning. So I took her out of that window and I put her here, and she's still getting very good light from my Mars Hydrolite and from that peak window up there. So I think she's going to be fine. One of the things I want to do with her is I want to trail her up these beams, and I think I told you that once before. But before I do that, I want to take some cuttings because she's so long. I mean, she's growing into the sofa here, and so I want to cut some of that off and make a new pot of her before I start trailing her up on top. Because if something happens while she's up there, I want to make sure I have a spare, because she's one of my favorites too. The other update I wanted to give you is on my, let's see if I can reach it from here. This is my Purple Passion, and if you've been following me, you know that I ended up, well, I know now that it was the thrips that was wrong with her, but I didn't know it then, and I almost lost her. I was down to like 1 or 2 pieces that were half dead, and I just kept treating her and repotted her and watered her, and she's come back to life. She's very healthy, as you can see. Her leaves are huge. And I'm sorry, this is a little cumbersome for me with my left hand, but she's getting a little leggy here. So I want to cut this back and put some of these in the pot with her. Like I said, her leaves are, let's see if I can show you the size. I mean, they're big. So she is doing fantastic. Okay, and that's going to be about it for today. I just wanted to give you an update on those few plants and let you know that they're doing good. And especially my curly lipstick, when I saw those flowers on there, I just couldn't believe it. So that really gave me some pleasure today. I know she's going to make it. And that's just about it. I hope I want to bring you a video of my updates on my propagations, and I may be able to do that later today. It just depends on how I'm feeling, but I really do want to bring that to you because I know some of you are waiting anxiously for the results of those. So hopefully I can do that, and just keep your fingers crossed for me, okay? All right. Well, you all have a good rest of your day. Today is Thursday. One more day and it'll be the weekend again. So have a good rest of your day. And thank you for coming. Bye now.